We've been working on John Patrick Shanley's Standing the Deep Blue Sea. In part 2, Roman and Brian strengthen their listening skill working back to back. In part 3, we're working on give and take and raising the stakes. I'd love to introduce to you listening part 3. Hi, I'm Kimberly Jentzen in my studio with Roman Banfield and Brian LaFleur. We're going to throw a ball back and forth. I want them to be influenced by the catch and the throw.
You're a nut, huh?
Nice.
You're good looking.
No, I'm not.
This one adjustment we're going to make, I'm going to have them go faster. In fact, I don't even care who's speaking. I just want the ball moving. And we'll see what happens.
And be nice and talk to me.
You're a nut, huh?
Nice.
You're good looking.
No, I'm not.
Hey, don't contradict me when I'm telling you something. You're good looking.
The point of this exercise is the randomness of it. I mean, the ball's supposed to fall. If you notice that Brian keeps running around picking it up, the unpredictability of it. We want each actor to not know what's going to happen next and where the ball's going to go, and to put complete focus on the ball and on their partner. Remember, there are no mistakes.
Put your hand on me nice and talk to me.
You're a nut, huh?
Nice.
You're good looking.
No, I'm not.
Hey, don't contradict me when I'm telling you something. You're good looking.
Sorry.
You got a nice nose.
A nice nose.
Yeah, a nice nose. It looks at you.
So everything changes, you know, even their interpretation of their material is changing. So now I want them to come behind me here. Come here, you guys. Tell everyone, what did you learn from this exercise with the ball? What's happening in the work for you?
It definitely is a little more freeing. Like I'm not thinking about what I'm saying. I'm just responding right in it.
Okay, and what about you, Roman?
Yeah, I mean, I agree with that, and I also think that when things were happening that I thought were outside of the experience of the words of the play of how I imagined it, it felt wrong. But because there's no real wrong thing in the exercise, it kind of freed me up a little bit because there really is no wrong way to do it or react to what is happening.
I'm going to go again. We're going to change now to a pillow. And we're going to do the same thing. I'm going to see what happens with the pillow.
Put your hand on me nice and talk to me.
You are a nut, huh?
Nice.
Hey, you're good looking.
No, I'm not.
Don't contradict me when I'm telling you something.
The communication between you and your fellow actor is more important than sometimes what the words are, because it's the alternative meanings that live under the words that is where the connection lives and what the listening is all about.
And you got a nice chin. Yeah, you know, it goes up when you smile, like a balloon. Or, better yet, a bird. Yeah, like some kind of bird flying right there in your face.
Okay, so already they've gotten very, very playful. The ball helped them a great deal. It's nice to know that there's different things you can use to do this exercise. How was the pillow different?
Even, yeah, more playful, like fun, kind of.
Because you can't...
It's like kid-like, you know, pillow fight.
Yeah. And what about you?
The ball takes a little bit more of like a pointed focus. We're like searching for it, and it takes like a little bit more of an effort in that way, whereas the pillow, it's much easier to grab onto and kind of be flexible with it, if that makes sense. Yeah.
Cool. So for fun, I'm going to have them just now play the scene. Now that we've just the beginning, this one section. Come closer. Take your time. I'm going to step out.
Put your hand on me nice and talk to me.
You're a nut, huh?
Nice.
You're good looking.
How does it feel? Now, I want to give you another thing. Hi. One of the things that we love about, I want you guys to see, one of the things that we love is Meryl Streep doing Sophie's Choice. I want you guys to watch her when Peter McNichols in Sophie's Choice puts his hand on her face. and how she leans into it. And so we make a lot of decisions out of that. I mean, a person could grab your face and distort it and contort it, and I felt like you were doing that a little bit to her and changing her shape. Or you can actually touch her in a way that doesn't make her face into a, but rather really feel. I don't yet get it yet, Roman. I'm not getting the feeling. I'm not getting the passion. I think you're more aware of yourself in this scene than you are her. And listening is about her. It's about how can I affect her so she gets me, so that she loves me. Does that make sense?
Okay.
What's at stake? What could you lose right now? Do you want me to tell you? Give you an idea?
Yeah.
Well, you could lose the only love you've ever had.
Right.
I mean,
Yeah.
and
This
so...
is, the first time anybody's ever seen me for me. And
we clutch at love. We hold on to love. We'll go through hell for love. We are so hungry for love. And so one of our obligations and responsibilities as actors is to mirror that experience in the work. And so whatever it takes, I mean, if it takes personalizing, realizing that you could lose somebody you absolutely love, that you miss, or using your imagination on your ideal love that you've always wanted, that you're afraid you'll never have, and connecting to that. But whatever, there's a saying in the world, the first cut is the deepest, and often we can identify with that complete and utter loss of love.
put your hand on me nice and talk to me.
You're a nut, huh?
Nice.
You're good looking.
Oh, I'm not.
Don't contradict me when I'm telling you something. You're good looking.
Sorry.
Good. Okay, let's come around. Now that we've completed this exercise and rehearsal, it's sort of like an opening of the heart. I wanted to invite Roman and Brian to share some of their discoveries. So go ahead.
For me, it was that, you know, when I was doing it before and you were kind of like, I'm not feeling it, and I was like, okay. And it just gives me permission to go further into this emotion that what I realized just now is that, too, is that it's so rare that we open our hearts so much, but that's what these scenes are, and so it's almost, I'm almost surprised when I'm reaching my hand up of how much I'm feeling at that moment. You know, the kind of watchful thing in my head is like, wow, this is feeling like something, it's like almost like that you don't feel all the time, that you, it's rare, and it's, I think that's what's, I really like that, because it's a very special feeling, you know? So, yeah.
Great. Yeah, it was just this emotion that came up that was surprising and exciting, and I'm like, but I was just letting it happen, you know, and it hit me, and it was good.
What you both were sharing something, so tell them what it was.
Yeah, I just felt like crying, you know. I don't know why, it just happened, and it just came up.
Yeah.
And I felt like crying.
And it was weird, I feel like once the scene cut, it was like the rug was kind of pulled out from underneath me, and I was left with all this emotion, and
Yeah,
everyone's
like,
like,
what do I do
yeah,
with
and then
it?
we were both kind of, I think, just like, oh, we need, you know, just we feeling so much with each other.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden the scene's over, it's like we have to be like,
Let it-
okay, all
Yeah.
right.
So when you go to shoot, you actually work up to this, and then we would say,
Let's shoot it.
action.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so that the rehearsal process is this uncovering and working and digging and searching and playing and wandering and tenderness. And so everything they did prepped them to shoot. And so that's film acting. And that's the most important process for you, is to learn how to build and develop an honesty, a sense of integrity, and an opening of the heart so you're ready to go.